Hey there, good folks. Dr. Charlie Brown here. A few things are on my mind in this moment. First of all, we are processing through our bodies, and there's a whole lot to process. I remember thinking about 10 years ago that all the things we'd been meditating on or praying about, we've pulled them up to the surface. And if you think about cosmological time, 2012 was a year of great change and shift, and we were supposed to be entering this new era at that time. And now we are in the midst of this great transition. And that is true on the physical plane, that is true on the spiritual plane, and that means that many people are going to leave the physical and transmute into the spiritual or non physical or metaphysical phase and stage of their being, of their existence. For those of us who are still on this earthly plane, people are processing through their bodies in a very strong, intense, visceral way. That means that people are having things wrong with their body that may have never been an issue before, that may not have even been on anybody's radar screen, themselves or their doctors or any of their care providers. It also means that people with long standing issues inside their bodies, those are flaring up. And what we know is that the physical and emotional are not different, they're not separate. So our bodies are reflecting back to us in a very physical, tangible way what we are experiencing, but also kind of what we're thinking. Many things are making manifest or womanifest in our bodies. That might be the ideas we have about ourselves that we've never admitted to anyone else. That might be things we're not even sure or we don't even know about. That also might be things that we say every day or on a regular basis and don't even realize we're saying them. So that shows up in what kind of self-talk you give to yourself, your being, your body, your cells, your spirit. Your body can hear you. Your body functions as you. And like the universe, if we're a microcosm of the universe, our body knows one word, and that word is yes. And so our body reflects our ideas about ourselves, and the world reflects our deepest beliefs about ourselves given back to us, reflected back to us. And I've certainly seen in my personal circle, personal life, the uptick, the strong uptick of things being made manifest or womanifest in people's bodies. I've also seen an uptick in people transcending and transitioning to the non physical. For me, in the last year, personally, I've had three people transition, and none of them from the COVID-19 pandemic. For many others, there's been many more than that number. And so this is a great period of transition. We're actually in the transition now, we're in the middle of it. We are seeing institutions move in directions they've never moved in before. And that is reflective in our environments, in the energy space of our environments as well. So, this is also a reminder to be gentle with yourselves, to really find ways to nourish yourself, to ask, what do I need in this moment? And then, as close to that moment as possible, seeing if you can do that thing or not do that thing, as it were. And it may be hard to focus. I'm having quite a time focusing on things that I'd like to be doing. Quite a time. It manifests in or will manifest in a number of other ways as well. Think about what is kind of gone haywire, what has gone awry for you. And if you can step out just a little bit and try to think about that metaphorically, if you're having, for instance, stomach issues or digestion issues, are you at the metaphorical level also having a hard time digesting ideas or people or situations or environments or change in a simpler way? It might be simple, it might be very complex, actually. So think about the metaphor of it, and that may help you through all that you may be going through at this time, and know that everything that's arising is arising because it's ready to be released. It's ready to be let go of so that you can be clear and ready for what else is to come. All right, y'all. I am Dr. Charli Brown. There's a number of ways that we can stay connected on the socials at Dr. Charli Brown. And I also have a website, drcharlibrown.com. So I'd love to continue connecting with you in any of those places. Until we meet again, take great care.